It's fair to say that most golfers come over the top in the downswing, which causes slices, pull shots, and pretty horrible strikes. So today I'm going to share with you 2 easy exercises that are going to stop you coming over the top for good. So the over the top move, where the club comes over plane in the downswing, leads to an out-to-in path, which will lead to those slice shots generally. Obviously the relationship between the club face is a factor on where the ball goes, but if the swing is going left and the face opens, the ball will start right to where you're swinging and curve further right. So it would kind of look like this. Obviously the shorter the club, the less you'll have that side spin because there's more loft, creates more backspin, but it's going to create that kind of whiffy, kind of glancing blow, non-pressured, non-powerful, horrible feeling through impact. So with the 30 years of teaching, I've come up with basically 2 of what I feel are the best moves or exercises to change that pattern. And we have to disrupt this pattern, we have to over-exaggerate. That's what I found through the 30 years. If we just tell someone, okay, you're coming over the top, you need to hit more from the inside, or you need to shallow the golf club, it makes very little difference. And it takes an awful long time to disrupt the pattern. So this is what I've come up with. If you take your stance as normal, and then place a T-peg opposite the sort of first or second lace in your golf shoe, and about 1, 2, 3, 3-ish club heads to the side, that is where our attention is going to be. Now this is an over-exaggeration before anyone shouts at the screen. We have to, again, from that 30 years, we have to over-exaggerate to influence your normal swing. And that's what we're looking to do. It's a drill, it's to influence and change what you do naturally when you go and hit a normal golf shot. So if I take my normal setup again, swing back as I would do normally, then the idea is to try and hit that T-peg, ideally at 90 degrees to where we want to go. If not 90, 70 or 60, but it's certainly not at target. I want to feel that this tee is going this direction. So kind of almost, I'm on the tee here, almost up the tee. If it goes in this direction here, just to the right of the golf ball, I am very happy. To encourage the visual, stick a rod down, and the rod can go in that exact direction I'm talking about. So the idea is we take our setup, swing back as normal, try and hit that tee, up that direction. Now you'll notice there I'm doing this at slow pace at the moment. What I'd encourage you to do is do a few practice swings at slow pace and think about, okay, what does it ask me to do? What does it encourage me to change? What does it make my arms, body, wrists do differently to normal? And it'll feel extreme. Whenever I ask people to do this, the swing reverts back round here because they're trying to be very much target aware, even on a practice swing. They're so used to swinging at target that this doesn't really happen straight away and they miss the tee normally for the first few goes. If you ask a golf pro to do it, they probably hit the golf tee straight away because they're seeing it as a task rather than a golf shot, and that's what it has to be, a task. So again, complete a normal backswing, hit that tee, up that rod. Now we can keep that rod there for when we go for a normal shot, but what I'm going to ask you to do when you hit a normal shot is trying to feel you repeat that pattern and almost feel that the golf club travels above that tee in that same direction. Now if I hit that ball in reality exactly the same as that, it's going to go a long way right. And again, that is a good goal for this practice drill. How far right could I hit the golf ball would be a good way of feeling that we're changing that over the top pattern. So let's try that. So I'm going to step to the ball, make my normal backswing, try and go what I feel is over the top of that rod and down that yellow line, over top of that tee, sorry, down that yellow line. And it was nowhere near as extreme as the tee and the rod. My divot's kind of going at that direction as opposed to that direction. But when the ball's there and you're trying to make contact with the ball, it's so impossible, so hard to get you to swing this way. But this is a way of changing your pattern. And that's what we want to do. We want to change what you currently do. If what you currently do is perfect, I don't know why you're kind of taking on board the information from this video, because we won't need to change it. But for the guys who come over the top, trying to feel that we would skim the ground in that direction is a great way of interrupting, changing and challenging what you currently do to move forward with a more neutral path. And then on the golf course, what I'd encourage you to do is do a practice swing that would look like that and then a normal shot. So let's just do that, shall we? So, hit the tee practice swing, then a normal shot. I can't hit it much better than that. Tiny draw, straight on my target line. And the practice swings will feel extreme, they'll feel loopy, but that's what we want. If what you currently do is right, then we wouldn't want it to feel different. We want to disrupt, change, challenge you to move differently to change that path. If we want to hit fades, if we want to hit slices, make sure this feels no different. But we want to extremely challenge you to change that. Now, the second easy way to stop coming over the top is what I call the wall exercise. You'll see here I've got 2 rods, and the right-hand rod is just to the right of my ball to target line. Now, the idea in this rod is mostly visual. Again, I can't hit them with the club. I can certainly hit them with a golf ball if I don't start the ball to the right, but I can't reach them with the golf club, as you can see here. But the idea is really this is more about a focus, and also a focus for the rotation. Now, when you come over the top, what tends to happen is the body rotates too much and doesn't move lateral enough. So what we're looking to do with this exercise is reduce the rotation and change the intention. So if we're focusing on target and rotating to target, it is so easy to come over the top from a backswing position. I want to get there as quick as I can. And if we don't have a backswing that's completed, so we have a backswing that's under-rotated, it makes it then much easier to get the club starting on this downswing direction, which is over the top and above plane. So the idea in this wall exercise is for you to focus on, when you're hitting golf balls, is that your body stays pointing to the right of the wall. So there's no completed follow through. I want to feel like the club head and ball point to the right of the wall and your body points to the right of the ball. So we're going to feel like on the downswing we're almost quitting. Now you might go, why do we want to quit? The whole idea in this is training the downswing, not training the impact. We're trying to stop the excessive rotation and the excessiveness to swing round the corner and left, which we do want in the full swing once we get this downswing right. But we're trying to train this move to challenge this move to be different. It's all about changing a bigger motion to change what happens before it. That's what we're trying to do with this video, this part of this video in particular. So I've found huge success with students if I get them to feel that they kind of stop just post-impact and feel like they point right, almost hide the right side of the body. So I'm swinging at the camera here, hide my right arm, my right shoulder at contact. It's virtually impossible to come over the top. So we would want to train that for a number of golf balls and almost have that as a conceptual idea. Then when we go and hit the golf ball, just feel you're a bit lazy with that rotation. Lateral, yeah, go for it with your life. But try and feel that we get the ball and club traveling more on that in to out path, more to the outside. So if I try one of those now, so I'm setting up square, and I'm going to try and feel, I kind of quit and stop there like that. And that golf ball was a straight block, which is exactly what we want to see from this. If the club face starts to get more strong, then you start to see that ball start right and then turn back to the left-hand side, which is also great if we want to make that stronger. As we said from the start of this video, we're trying to disrupt the pattern of early rotation, hand path going out, shaft going above plane, and then wiping across the golf ball. So we're trying to look at, can we get the golf ball to feel it hits the ground here, and can we not rotate through the golf ball? Both those things are game changers in terms of changing your downswing direction. And if we do that, then we change the path through the ball. And if we do that, then we start to hit straighter golf shots. Again, I reiterate, this is not about these are the swings you'd have for your normal swings. These are the swings we would do in practice. And then own our normal swing, hopefully with a slight subtle amended change from the work we've done. Let's show you that. So the process would be on the golf course, and I love practice swings to be done behind the golf ball. I would go, hit the tee, no rotation. Stand behind the ball, visualize, pick a spot to aim at 3 to 5 inches in front of the golf ball, get myself set up as normal. Now I'm just going to feel that I'm going to get close to that tee peg on the way down, but still commit to the shot. And if I want to have ever so slightly less rotation to fall through, I'm also pretty cool with that, especially for slices initially. But these exercises will challenge you to change your path on the way down. You might get some block shots as a result from it if you really do it well. If we do, we progressively would move this T-peg from your laces to your toes, to just outside your toes, but it would still be on an inside position to the ball. And we can make that very progressive depending on what your ball flight changes to and needs to continue to change to. Give it a go.